Drink beer, it's good for you.
Hello and welcome to the video. Within this video we'll be looking at the Super Sucker transfer pump that offers beer brewers, wine and cider makers plus distillers a very affordable and yet easy to use solution for fast transfers that eliminate the risk of excessive oxygen that can lead to early spoilage. So let's get into it. The Super Sucker transfer pump not only has a great name but very impressive specifications. Firstly, this self-priming pump can handle pressures of up to 90 psi, which equates to 6.21 bar. It can transfer up to 4.23 litres or 1.12 gallons per minute and has an impressive max lift of 3.8 metres or 150 inches, which is 12.5 feet. Due to its powerful max lift capacity, it can be used above or below or side by side your transfer vessel. On the Super Sucker's main body, this is marked as suitable for both wine and beer, but it is also very suitable for cider and spirits too, plus other types of beverages in general, as it is food safe. This pump is ideal for transfer from primary to secondary fermenter or from fermenter to bottling bucket or a keg without any concerns around early onset of oxidation, which leads to your beverage going stale. Let's now take a closer look. As you can see, this pump is supplied with a lead and an on-off switch, plus everything else that you need to power it from a regular socket. It's great to have a power switch rather than the often used plug-in to start and unplug to stop method. The version you see here is for the European power supply, but naturally there are other versions, including one for the US. The yellow caps that you see on each side of the pump are covering the inlet and outlets, and there are two different versions available. The version that I have here offers 10mm barbed connections, but there is also a 1/2 inch BSP connection version too. The Super Sucker pump is designed so that it can be permanently or temporarily mounted via the feet that you see on each side of the pump, which are very flexible and allow for a wide variety of mounting positions. This pump was originally released in the US market by Homebrewers, and despite its budget price of less than $60 it is clearly of good quality and has a nice robust feel to it. Its casing is also thick enough to provide good impact resistance too. So I guess at this point you may be wondering, does this pump suck? Sorry, I could not resist it, but yes, it sure does, but only in a positive way. I'll now show you how this can be used with some very different types of vessels that should have your situation covered. So here is a setup using the Super Sucker pump where we have an outlet or tap with a barb from our fermenter and we are using gravity. Naturally we need the pump to have some liquid before we can start it, but due to the use of gravity this is taken care of so we can start the pump and get a speedy transfer made into this 8-litre oxybar keg. The video footage that you see now of this transfer is now shown in real time, so you can see that even though this pump is tuned to be oxygen protective, it is certainly no slouch, and as I mentioned earlier has up to 4.23 litres or 1.12 gallons of power per minute. So if you are transferring to an 8-litre keg like this one, then it's possible to fill it in less than 2 minutes, and from my observations it's quite conservative in actual fact. If your fermenter or the vessel you are transferring from, like a keg for example, does not have any type of outlet, then you can simply connect a siphon either directly to the pump inlet or to the hosing that you use. I found this to be very easy out of the box when using the 10mm hosing. This then allows flow into your pump and then the pump can transfer into your target vessel. In fact, by using a simple siphon setup like this, you'll be able to ensure liquid into your pump, no matter where either vessel or the pump is placed, as gravity is not needed. You will just need to ensure that you do not exceed that generous max lift capacity that was mentioned earlier of 3.8 metres or 12.5 feet. This means that you can transfer side by side as you see here, or have the transfer vessel above if that suits you. Having this level of flexibility from a transfer pump also means that you'll be able to use it for a range of tasks too, adding further to value for money, which at the time this video was made is becoming more and more important worldwide. I do hope that you found this video useful, informative and interesting. If so, why not consider liking and subscribing? For further support you can join the channel's Facebook group, and if you would like to support the channel then check out the channel's merchandise store, as all profits go back into the channel. Until next time, happy brewing!